What's up, YouTube? Thursday night. We're almost done with the week, so there is that. As I continue to unpack and get stuff up in the case, this is tonight's little round of cars. Mostly Kyosho. In fact, all Kyosho, except for one, which is this one here. I love my 1/64 scale off-road vehicles. This one came by way of Los Angeles, California, from Lamar Fashion. I still appreciate it, bro. I love this casting. This is one of those castings that will not leave my collection. It's hard to find stuff like this, premium detailed off-road stuff that is not American domestic. So this is definitely a keeper. You can see you got a full-size spare. Just a dope off-road truck. Insert transparent lens headlights, all painted indicators and detail. And it's awesome. The only thing I don't like about it are the mud flaps, because they are metal cast they're basically part of the base, and you know, I don't play with these cars, so it's not a huge deal, but it does make a huge difference. Kind of like the FJ last night. You can see it already gets jammed up on the trail because of them. But it's an awesome little truck. Champion DJK, what's up, buddy? Hang on just a moment. Let me see what he has to say. Okay, cool. So anyways, sunroof, really cool truck, rubber tires, metal body, metal base. Another awesome detailed premium, I should say premium detailed import casting. So there's that one. All right, the rest of these are Kyosho. I took the time to take them all off of the base, and they're gonna go, after this video, into the display case. So I'll start with this. It is a Volkswagen, and this is the Beetle. So I think there's a different tooling for the Volkswagen Beetle, and I don't know what the difference is, but this is called the Beetle. And I think it is a different tooling, but I'm not 100% positive, but awesome detail again. You're not going to find anything like this from any of the American manufacturers. I'm not the biggest fan of Volkswagens. I like the Carmen Gias. I like some of the old pickups and buses. I don't dislike them. I just don't go out of my way to buy them. But late model Beetles are pretty tough. There aren't a lot of them out there. Johnny Lightning did one, and it's pretty awful, especially compared to this one here. But that's a cool car. Which one do I want to do next? Okay, I'll show this. This is a tough little car to find. It's an older Kyosho. I don't remember what year it came out, but it's been a while. It's not my favorite car, but I don't think I've seen any other. Well, here, take a look. As far as I know, this is the only 1/64 scale Mr2 Spyder available to purchase. Hot Wheels did an old Mr2. I think that was a 2nd gen. But you just can't find stuff like this unless you go to Kyosho. There might have been some other brands, import brands that I'm not aware of that did this car, but check out those headlights. It's just an awesome little car. So there's that. And I'll do this one next. This one may not show up too well just because it's black. It's all marked up. This is such a beautiful casting though. From the Kyosho Ferrari Minicar collection. I'm not sure which one it was. I think it's the latest Ferrari collection that they brought out. We have the LaFerrari in black. And it is sick. Sometimes looking at these cars, it is hard to believe that they are 1:64 scale. Because they're just so nice that and so detailed that you would expect them to be at least 1:43 or larger. But this car is just so awesome looking. A lot of awesome detail. So I got 3 left. I guess I'll show this one here. This is I don't know what year, but I think it's a 2nd generation, maybe a 3rd generation, but I think it's a 2nd gen Honda Civic hatch. This is another car that's really tough to find. Now, Tomica Limited Vintage did the body style that came after this one. I don't think they ever did this one. And Konami did the 1st gen, which is the predecessor to this. And it's pretty nice. It's not nearly as nice as the Kyosho, and the Kyosho is not as nice as the TLV. But it is cool that you can get a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd gen Honda Civic hatchback all in premium die-cast form. But this one here is really tough to find, and if you do find it on eBay, it's going to be probably $30 to $40. If you find it for less than that, you scored a deal. Nice transparent lens inserts on the headlights and taillights. Just a really cool little car. What I would like to get is like a 1990 Honda Accord station wagon. I would love to see TLV or Kyosho cast that. But that's a cool little Honda Civic. Alright, so that leaves me 2 more. We'll do this one next. This is a car that has been done by Hot Wheels, Johnny Lightning, Kyosho, and I might be missing, I think Matchbox might have done this at one point. And there might be some other brands too, I don't know. But the Hot Wheels model's okay. I like it better than the Johnny Lightning. The Johnny Lightning tooling of this car, I don't think is a good tooling. But anyways, I don't know what year this is, but for your viewing pleasure, little Lotus Esprit Turbo. And the detail in this thing is just about as good as it gets. Everything from the paint to the proportions, the sculpting, the the stance. It's got a great stance to it. That's what Johnny Lightning royally destroyed on their Lotus Esprit. It has just an awful stance. And you can see what they do here to prevent that from happening. If you look at the axles between the tire and the bottom of the car, they have spacers. There's an idea. I bet you those spacers cost a penny a piece to make. And look at what it does. It saves the visual integrity of the car. It saves the realistic look. You don't compromise. You know, the worst thing a die-cast company could do is make a really nice looking casting and then screw up royally on the stance. Johnny Lightning has a history of it. Greenlight does it on a few of their models. And that's just so frustrating as a collector. But it's something with Kyosho that you just never see. I've never seen a Kyosho car where they screwed up the stance. So there's your Lotus Esprit. And then the final car of the video. Wow. The last two videos were a half hour. So I wanted to make a shorter video. But here's the last car. This is also from the Kyosho Ferrari Minicar collection. And it is another beauty. I think Hot Wheels did a good job on their 599XX, considering it's a dollar car. I think they did a really good job on it. However, it doesn't compare to this. I would never take that leap. I am a fan of the Lamley group, but I did see him in a video teeter with the idea that the Hot Wheels GTR that just came out looks pretty close to the TLV. And I just don't see it. You know, the Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars are nice for what they are, but they're just not, they can't be compared, even in a half-joking manner. But a lot of detail in this car. Speaking of Hot Wheels and Matchbox, one thing that I do want to do, and I don't know when I'll get to it, but I will get to it at some point. I want to do a video featuring Matchbox licensed models. Going back a few years, not just recent stuff, but they do so many nice cars. And they don't make a ton of them. I mean, they do. They make a ton of them, but they don't make nearly the quantity that Hot Wheels does. Like with Matchbox, when they put a licensed model out that hits, that collectors want, the scalpers are all over it, and you can't find them. We've seen it a lot lately with the Hakko Skyline, the Mercedes 6x6. We're seeing it now with the Datsun, the Nissan truck, and the Datsun Bluebird. We saw it with the Mercedes when it came out. We saw it with the Tesla when it came out. So eventually, everybody, all the collectors, get their little stockpile, and then you're able to find them. I don't think that'll ever be the case with the Datsun. Probably not the Skyline either. But I did see, I don't remember where I saw it, but I saw a drawing from Hot Wheels of a Hakko Skyline station wagon. It looked like a promo piece that they're coming out with. So that would be dope. that is a car that I would like to have in my collection. All right, so I'm going to end this video, but real quick, before I end the video, I'll do a quick street view, but I also wanted to show you guys one other thing. I need to get the, I have some other lights. I need to dig them out. I think these videos would be quite a bit better if the lighting was a little bit better. But anyways, here is your street view. Got the LaFerrari. It's an awesome car. Got the 599XX. The little Civic hatch. The Lotus Esprit Turbo. And then one other thing that I wanted to show real quick. The more I do these videos, the more I see this layout, the more I realize it's probably 90% done. It's not nearly as complete as I thought. There's a lot more detail that I need to add to it. The coloring just doesn't seem right to me on the dirt roads and the trails, so I'm going to try to touch that up and do a few other things. But anyways, I really would like to roll through these in a series of Green Machine videos. And Champion DJK, I would still really love to trade this to you. The Super Toy Con. Awesome VW van. Here's a Series 1 Hollywood Bandit Greenie. Some pretty cool ones in here. Some that are really hard to find, like this one here. The Series 8 Talladega Nights. Very, very hard car. You find this in the package, and that's at least $100 bill. Also have these over here. So I would like to roll through these. Got the gold dusted. This one made it through the move, but now it's got to come out of the package. It's already open, but that will be in the Carney case. I think I might use the Carney case for all of these Green Machines, although some of them, like this one here, I don't think is going to fit. I don't think the Godfather Caddy is going to fit. Some of the longer cars I don't think are going to fit. There's the other Talladega Nights. This one you can get for a lot cheaper. Last time I looked, this was selling for about $60. But there's 3 times as many. There's probably around 300 or 400 of these. There's only 108 of those. There's another cool one from Kill Bill. Green body tranny. There's the Joe Dirt Trans Am. Another Kill Bill 71 Charger. A lot of Hollywood greenies in here. And I'm starting to acquire a nice, decent Black Bandit Green Machine collection, which is cool because, to me, I think those are some of my favorite Green Machines. There's a Greenlight Muscle Roadrunner. A lot of these I found. Many of these I have found. I'd say probably 20 of them I found at Hobby Lobby and Toys R Us. The rest of them I've just acquired through trades and purchases. But Greenlight is definitely my favorite domestic to collect. So anyways, might be something on the horizon for those. I dug those out. That's the Auto World collection. To pull out the 6 cars for Champion DJK. He almost has a complete set of Auto World. Every release. And if you want my opinion about die-cast cars, when you're talking about Greenlight, Auto World, and M2, maybe you could throw Johnny Lightning in there. I think Auto World are going to increase the most in value. Maybe Johnny Lightning, though. With them, you have a lot to go off of, because Johnny Lightning cars from 10 years ago, a lot of them are extremely expensive if you can find them. They're really hard to find, and they've really increased a lot in value. But I see that happening with Auto World, because Auto World, they don't produce a whole ton. And the quality of them, it's the nicest quality of any of the American brands. I don't even think I don't know anybody, any collector, even people that favor M2, I think for the most part, acknowledge that the quality of Auto World is a lot better. But anyways, I don't want to turn this into a half hour, so I'm going to call it a night. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and have a good Friday. I'm sure that I'll be back this weekend. I will, because Saturday we're going to make a diorama. We're going to make a layout, and it's going to be a cool layout, and I'm going to show you guys how it's done. And that way, if you guys want to, you can create your own landscape. So, thank you as always. I will holler at the next video.